So this is a Christy Wallace creation. I'm going to post it on the page as well. It jumped out at me from my bookshelf. And what it says is new beginnings, new creations, unification and alignment with the elementals, the mother, one of all that is. This is humanity's true state of being, their multidimensional embodiment, love. And as we're heading further into 8/8, like it feels like there's huge opportunity right now. And it really is a time of, like we were speaking about last week, I think it was on here, like it's really a time of clearing specifically and especially ancestral trauma and patterns and all that stuff. So I'm actually in a great mood and great energy. I'm doing the Abounding River workbook with a partner. And so we create every day and we speak it into existence. And so I get to play in that energy. And like the physiological is, at the moment, I don't have a whole lot of energy. And I feel great. And at the moment, I don't have a lot of energy. So that's what I got going.
I would absolutely agree with you that right now is the time to be clearing. I think we talked about this a couple times ago too. It's the absolute time to be clearing things that are no longer serving us or our old patterns, because those are the things, and you could even call them challenges or weaknesses, but those are the things that are actually going to be played against us if we don't clear them. And I don't mean to sound like doom and gloom because it isn't that, but
it's not that.
You know, these are opportunities for massive change in a positive way. And so it's time for us to step up and take those opportunities so that when the time arises, it actually is a positive thing. It'll be a strength rather than a weakness.
So I'm just texting Gina and Jennifer really quick and Cynthia. Yeah, so the other thing that came up in this QHHT, it's not very long, but it was like so impactful. Like I want to listen to it a second and maybe even a third time. There was so much information in it. That it was talking about how these energies are getting access to us through our devices. Now we knew that, but it was like, no, like the WhatsApps and the like, and what people are doing. And I do it too. Like we're on Zoom now, right? Like, how do we energetically protect ourselves while at the same time utilizing what this platform makes available? And they were referring to WhatsApp specifically. Okay, so here's Cynthia. So they were referring to WhatsApp specifically, saying that people are using their devices, and I use my device very often for meditation. So they were specifically talking about meditation as well. And it's 11:11. Bing, bing, bing. All is well. Oh, that's right. Gina's not here this week. She's in Alaska. I forgot. But you chimed in at 11:11. That's perfect. Have an amazing time. So they were talking about meditation, and especially in the space of meditation, where we are going to these other dimensions while connected to our devices. And again, I'm probably gonna paraphrase it poorly, but I will send it, and it's not a long listen, and it's really, really imperative that we all listen. It feels like it's really imperative that we all listen. That we're these lower vibrational energies are looking to leap over, like not do the work that it takes to get to like 8th dimension, all of that. And so they're trying to bypass it and somehow get access to it so then they can control it. And that because they won't get there naturally, like what this takes, what is the work or the process, if you will, is service of self and service of others. So it's like self-love, and then it's love of others, like unconditional love of others. And these lower vibrations are not capable of that. So they're trying to like bypass it and then control it. So that's what this, this QHHT was. And this was specifically in South Africa. It was in Cape Town. So it was speaking a lot to Cape Town specifically because there's so much corruption that the high vibrational beings that have come down will not likely be detected there. So I don't even know what else to say about that, and I feel like I'm not recreating it very powerfully right now because my energy is lower than it normally is. But there's something about that of making sure that our energy is protected when we're connected to devices. And one of the other things they said was like how to reach that state is to like, turn off your devices, but then also like go out into nature, like go out into like where there's nothing around. And that's part of why they chose South Africa, is like it's not like they were talking about the outages that are going to happen, power outages and like internet outages and stuff. And to be prepared, like not prepared, like scarcity and freak us out prepared, but like we'll be okay. We'll really be okay. And it's like, if you want to be comfortable and not, and not, quote unquote, suffer around it, is like, there's just a little bit of preparation that could make the difference. And who knows what the timing of this is. So, yeah, Christina.
Yeah. So you mentioned about devices, and so do you think we should not use devices for meditation? Yeah.
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah. I know. I do that too.
Yeah. Okay.
I do it for guided meditation.
Yeah.
I have a couple suggestions.
Yeah,
one, there's a couple things. One is if you put your, like, say that you have it on your device, say that you have like something recorded on your device, you can put your phone into airplane mode and it's not receiving any other signal. So that's one way. Another way is, and this is what I actually use every single time. You guys know what a VPN is?
No.
Virtual
So
private.
virtual private network, I think it's called, or something like that. So in other words, you can scramble your energetic signal. And what you do is you can program your energy space, or let's say your energy field. You can program it to where it creates this kind of VPN where it is constantly shifting. So I program mine to shift every couple seconds. And so it'll scramble it and say that I'm in, let's say, Norway, when I'm actually wherever I'm at. And so you can do this and have your signal scramble so that it's not detectable.
Is that another device? VPN? Is that another device, or you could download?
No, it's an energetic program. So you program your energetic field to
Oh,
switch its VPN. So I only said VPN because that's how I kind of refer to it. So
okay.
on the internet, you download something and it's a VPN and it's a virtual network, and it'll scramble your signal so people don't know where you are. But you can do that. You can program yourself in your own energetic field
Right.
and create that same type of thing, but only energetically. And then what I've done too is ask, angels or guides or masters, whoever you want to ask, in to help to create that, so that just in case there, you have like a double backup, right? So just in case yours fails or whatever, it's already got another one on top of that.
Oh, so that's like going back to what Jules mentioned about going to nature, get that, raise your vibration, and that could be, that'll be helpful to use before we meditate, using the devices.
Yes.
And I think also, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to say, I normally don't meditate using YouTube or any of those. If I do, then I will download the video itself and then put my phone in airplane mode.
Oh.
Yeah, that's going to be the way going forward, is doing that. I do, I do Steve Noble meditations all the time. I also do Cal Cease meditations. Like, I listen to guided meditations a lot, a daily basis. I
listened to Steve Noble yesterday too. I meditated. It was really good.
Yeah, I shared one on one of the either on the Cosmic Playground or in on the Collective Creation. I don't remember which page I shared it on. I think it was Collective Creation. But anyway, it was really good. And I think so. Before Eric and I go to bed, we also set the intention that we are protected while we sleep, and our dream time is safe, and that he pretty much speaks it, but and I think we could do that as well with using devices, but it's and they're not winning this game, by the way. They're not winning this game, but they're still playing hard. So I don't know, Shannon, maybe that's something that we can do together, is talk through that process of what it looks like to scramble your energy. I don't, yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and jump in.
Yes, please.
And it's maybe something that we could do before the end of the call. So ever since Shannon had us meet the dragons when we were working on the Vaxes,
yep,
it had a number of initiations and work with them closely now. And what they're really good at, they make these dome grids of protection. Like when I'm doing mission work, they'll protect me, they'll protect other people on the missions. I didn't even ask them, they built a grid around my house and one around my car. So we can build grids of protection around all of us, our homes, our cars, even our persons, and our devices.
That sounds great. I'm in.
And Gabriel just said something interesting. He just said, when your frequency is high enough, this kind of stuff shouldn't even be an issue. So he's suggesting that raise your frequency, remove the need for protection.
Right. And that's always been that's been the message to me as well, since like, you know, spring of 2020 from the get-go, right when like lockdown started to happen and all of that, was like, keep your vibration high, do whatever you need to do to keep your vibration high. And I do understand that, right? Like that if we're high enough frequency, then we're not a vibrational match to this attempted lower vibrational interference. And to my understanding, the only way really they have access to us right now, as we've continuously raised our vibration and we are vibrating so high, is through our electronics. So that's, you know, we've had this conversation before about the AI and all of that, right? So this is being, to me, this is being preemptive. Like, yes, let's have the dragons create, you know, protective shield around us. Yes, let's do whatever we're going to do to just be at such a high frequency that that's where we reside, right? And we're not, and we're literally above that, you know, or inaccessible. And it makes me think of the very first astral journey that I went on with Sandy on the JNS tours, and we traveled to Mars. And there was something about, like, that was when I was first shown about frequency, was that there was like a flag on the surface and and we could see it, and then we didn't see it, and then we saw it, and then we didn't see it, and it was like, what is happening here? And the message that came across was they have the ability to project a frequency which has the surface, the actual surface, or anything else, the beings that reside there, have them be invisible to the naked eye, to the machine eye, whatever, and they can alter their frequency and then be visible. And so, and that's a whole other thing. Like, we went on this whole journey, and and that's when we first got introduced to liquid crystal as well, which was incredible. And I have the link to that recording if anybody ever wanted to watch it. And so that's kind of what's coming up for me now, is like us being masterful is the word that's coming out of my mouth, of like adjusting our frequency of how much are we seen or not seen. Do you know, like I don't know. So that's just what's coming up. And I'm open to, if Shannon wants to lead something, if Cynthia, you want to lead something first. I don't know what your signal's like, Shannon. Like, where are you, somewhere stationary, or are you driving, or?
Sorry, I put myself on mute and then my phone turned off. Yeah, I'm driving, but I definitely can do something. And then also, one thing that I'm hearing is that remember the frequency surfing that we did
Yeah.
some times ago?
Yep.
That actually will raise your frequency. Gabriel is saying that. He's saying that if you want to raise your frequency, do the frequency surfing every day. and it's already recorded. And what I was thinking is that I think it was that particular recording that I wanted to see if I could actually post it on my YouTube, but I wanted to get the
Right, the Zoom one.
file.
Right,
Yeah, I wanted to get the file because if I put it on like as a link to my YouTube, it doesn't go on my YouTube, so my subscribers won't see it.
right. So
So
I haven't forgotten about that. It's just I'll have to send it like via Dropbox or something. I haven't forgotten.
Okay.
It's just been busy, but
no
I can
problem.
make
I have a Gmail that'll
too.
work for that too.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so, and then I can recreate it too. So I might be able to recreate the thing, but I figured since we already had it there, it would be good just to cut it and paste it. But anyway, that's one way. But if Cynthia, if you wanna lead the, let me ask which one first. Actually, I could do the VPN real quick, and then you can lead the Dragon Vortex.
Yeah, that feels right to me too. Like scramble and then protect it.
Okay.
So essentially what it is that we tap into our essence, our energy. We go inside into our core of our energy. We bring in, of course, all the masters, all the angels, all of our guides, all of our loved ones that are caring and taking care of us. Then we ask the angels and our guides and the masters to help us mask our energetic signal and scramble it to any of those with malevolent intentions, any AI, any outside energies with malevolent intentions. And that it's scrambled every couple seconds or every second, whatever is necessary in order to maintain our invisibility to them.
I'm getting every 3 seconds.
And then on top of that, or in addition to, we make the intention to energetically create a virtual spiritual network where our location, our energy signature is constantly scrambled as well on a different level, making us invisible to all of those with malevolent intentions, to all energies, all beings, anything and everything that has malevolent intentions, that is not part of the divine light. We will be masked and scrambled away from them. I'm being guided also to allow us to put an energetic transformer. And what that is an energy inside of our heart chakra that actually spreads throughout all of our chakras, which allows for our frequencies to go as high as we possibly need them without harming the body. So you just allow this transformer to just start at your heart chakra and grow throughout all of your chakras and your entire energetic field. So you might feel like you're in a large container. As soon as it's throughout our field, we're going to go ahead and turn it on. You might feel a little pressure in your chest when that happens. We turn on all of VPNs, all of the signal scramblers. That is complete.
was interesting how I saw that was, we've talked about it before about the separate chakras becoming one, like this cylinder of light energy. And that's how I saw it, starting with with the green kind of, it's like a kind of like an orb, like a gaseous orb, but then they get intertwined. And so that was going up and down. And then as you were talking about like this transformer, like we might feel like I forget the word you used, but like enclosed. So it was like I felt the energy, the core energy in the middle, and then almost like another circle around me, like another cylinder, like bigger outer cylinder, and then there was things like was firing in between. There was a lot of like like almost like Tesla coil, like firing in between this core cylinder and this outer casing. Very cool. Thank you.
That's interesting. I got a visual almost like on those stealth bombers, they have all those angles so that the radar bounces off. I got like all of these angles making any signals bounce off. Interesting. Thank you, Shannon. Has everybody met their personal, I know Julie, yours is purple, but your personal dragons, does everybody have one? Christine, have you met your personal dragon?
Well, when I was a teenager, I had a dream of a red dragon, but that was long, long time ago. So I haven't met a dragon currently yet.
Okay, I'm going to say that for purposes of this, I want you to envision that red dragon because that's your dragon.
Yeah.
And then you've got a purple one. I don't know if Shannon has her personal dragon.
She dropped off. She's coming back.
Okay.
I believe she does, though.
But I would assume with that link to Kuan Yin that would be so. Okay, so just focus on your heart space. Focus on your heart space. And as you breathe in naturally, know that you are automatically going into alignment with your personal dragon. And I want you to envision that dragon now. Come be with us now. Come be with us now, our dragon energy. And then I'm pulling in, her name is Lily. She is a white pearlescent source dragon. She is to dragons what Metatron is to angels.
Hi, Lily. Thank you for being with us.
Okay, and so she is pulling in all of the rainbow colors of every dragon for the purposes of this exercise, but your personal dragon will be the one that anchors this to you. In my case, my personal dragon is gold.
So I'm also seeing, it wants to be known, like I'm also seeing a black dragon. So I thought that was associated with someone else when I was doing a session with them, that the black dragon showed up, but it may also be with me. So.
Well, and I'll tell you, I've been working with the black dragon a lot lately, and this is what it does. The black dragon that I work with is a source dragon, and it draws energy into itself and takes it directly back to source. So we've been using it on tech on our missions. So it will absorb any like radiation, any EMF, any AI, it will absorb. So it's interesting that you brought that in. So allow that frequency of that dragon to be part of you as well. And we simply have to state what our intention is before our protection grids are put up. Our intention is to be protected against any vibrational consciousnesses that are lower and do not serve the light. Our intention is to only let in high vibrational consciousness in service to the light into our fields. Our intention is to protect ourselves from any 3D accidents. We ask for protection for our homes, our cars, and our person, that we are physically kept safe.
Yes.
And I'm seeing Lily is building a grid around each of our homes and our cars. Please know that these grids are permanent and deeply anchored into the earth.
Mm. Thank you, Lily.
And wherever we go, this grid goes with us to protect us.
Mhm.
Before you leave your homes, just take a moment and stop and thank your dragon for it always being present with you and always protecting you.
Beautiful.
Okay, the grids are now being changed or amplified into gold. So we have diamond white, liquid gold. Michael's cobalt blue dragon steps forward and adds yet a third grid in cobalt blue around our persons, our home, our vehicles.
Ooh, that one feels really good.
And then Christine, I would like you to speak your own words out loud of the protection that you're asking from the dragons. Did we lose Christine?
No, she's here.
Hold on, let me grab my dragon. What do you want me to do?
Speak your words, what you specifically want to be protected against. I just did
Okay.
it.
Okay.
direct-
Please protect me from any fear-based thinking. I would like for it not to come into my frequency. Limited fear-based thinking. That's it.
Okay, very good. And then Julie, speak your personal requests.
So my personal request, which I'm being guided, is also on behalf of the I Am Collective. So this goes out to anyone that we are connected to, and those that are watching this afterwards or listening to this afterwards. So, and you can use your own words, but I'm including them energetically in this process. So I ask the dragons for protection against any AI interference, any malevolent intent, anything that it does not serve the highest good, highest timeline, any attempt to inhibit, detour, detract, diminish what I'm here to do in service of others, in service of myself, in service of this ascension timeline. I ask specifically for protection around my physical vessel, that assistance in having ascension symptoms be slight and happen with ease, and that my physical vessel is an expression of source energy and divine health and well-being is mine now.
Beautiful. I have the ultraviolet light. Think of this as containing every component of violet light, but it's ultraviolet light. I have this dragon coming through also to place this protection around all who are present on this call and all who will see this videotaping. Also infused in this is an augmentation for intuition. So as we move about in the world, our intuition guides us. As long as our hearts are open, our intuition will make itself present through this dragon energy. Let that violet light, that grid, just seep down in through your being. Lily says, We're here. We have always been here. We are happy to serve. And you may, now that your dragons are, we're recognizing them, they're here, they're present, our frequencies and energy fields are commingled, you may see them more frequently envisioned. And if they ask for your help for any reason, it is understood that you are there to assist them as well. It is a mutual relationship.
Yes, hush, hush.
So in gratitude, I say thank you to all of the dragon energies. Thank you specifically to Lily and our personal dragons. We love you, we honor you, we trust you.
Yes.
Okay, it is done and so it is.
And so it is.
So it is.
And so it is. Lovely, thank you. Yeah, that felt really great. When you brought in the cobalt blue of Archangel Michael, I was like, "Ooh, that feels really good." I don't know what that was about. Like, you know, he's around me so much, right? That it's like maybe I've come to like that's normal, his energy, but like in that moment I felt it newly or something, you know, like I think it was really good. And I'm also called to speak to, as you know, when we first met, that I've been working with UV light for probably like 2 years now, almost 3, and that oh no, 2 years now, almost 2 years, and also Kuan Yin. So there's something for us to do together, specifically like to with inside of those 2 things. I don't know what it is, but I'm told to be like, you guys should work together.
Well,
So-
and I learned of a new flame that I'd never heard of before, and it's good with technology. It will dissolve technology, and it's called the Bronzian flame.
Bronzian? Wow.
Bronzium, and it's a very deep bronze color. And recently, I did some mission work that required that, and literally from the dragon realm, they created a dragon just for that task, and it was made from the bronzium flame. So that's an interesting one to remember.
Yes.
So if you're having tech problems or whatever, call in your dragon and ask him, because the bronzium flame dragon has been created. It's there, it's with source. Ask your dragon to bring in the bronzian flame dragon and help clear any interferences with your technology.
Will do. So is it Bronzian or Bronzium?
With an M at the end, bronzium. And so your black dragon is an AI protector, and the bronzium will dissolve negative tech. If somebody's like, I don't know, hacked in or whatever, it'll destroy
Yeah,
it.
that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, I feel kind of complete. Like I don't really feel like there's anything else to add to this today.
I feel the same way. It feels complete.
Me too.
Yeah,
So
good.
Mhm.
so I'll post this as usual. I'm gonna convert it and upload it. And I invite you to share this. So I'm gonna share the link to the video, the QHHT from Cape Town, from South Africa. And I feel like this is how I'm gonna share it. Is I'm gonna share that video and say, this is really imperative that you watch this. And then after you listen to this, then listen to this recording. Like listen to that one first and then listen to this one. Yeah, that feels really important. Thank you.
Cool.
Yay. Okay, cool. And Shannon, if you text me or message me your email, I will will load that video into Dropbox.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Sure. Awesome. Well, I love you all. I'm so glad that we came together today. And
Lots of love.
I love it's just like there's such, our energy just so swirls with each other. Like it's so automatic, you know, now. Not automatic, that's not the right word, but it's like it's seamless. And I really love that. I love that about this. So next week, wait, hang on, I'm gonna pause.